When we had last left, the man who was probably Harry Dubois, he and his partner, Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, had finally arrived at the strange, peculiar office of one Everard Clare. Yes, the boss who ran all of the Union, and was what some would say a local bigwig of the Martinez area. Inside, they interview and interrogate him just a little bit. They found out various details about the location, but more importantly found that this man knew quite a bit and seemed to know a lot about Harry, including his name. But perhaps most importantly was that he perhaps knew where Harry's weapon was and how more details on the body situation as well. But it was now time to turn their gaze elsewhere in the district of Martinez, for they had finished up here at Everard's place, and it was time to venture down to the rest of the district below. This is Disco Elysium. Welcome back. Look at that, my super zoom. Holy shit. Wow, look, the red is really popping. Look at that, it looks like a Destiny level. Honestly. Alright. Let's head on over here. Should I put away my pry bar? Probably. Right? And re-equip our unit here? Our ledger? Seems like a good idea. Oh, should we speak to Kim again? Let's speak to Kim. Hey.
Yes?
Let's see. Tell me about the case again. Let's see. Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned. What's there to say? It's just stupidity. What kind of stupidity? The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor, yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now, it's come to its natural conclusion. Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez. Well, sort of. It's less of a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district. In other words, I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th. I can tell you that. Time to settle it. I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But he leans in. I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest, with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition. What's so special about Martinez? Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist. Shivers, medium success. A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't. Oh. And this is what we touched on before. Shit falls between the cracks. They intentionally, both of our precincts didn't want to police this area and do whatever here, right? I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest we have, a hero cop, sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified. Let's see. I might have supernatural abilities. Right? Or maybe I'm here to teach him a lesson in style. I think it might be that I have supernatural abilities, I guess. He opens one hand and looks at it. A moment passes. Which school do you subscribe to? Mambo? He opens the other hand. Or Jumbo? Mambo. I have a vivid interior. I see and feel things. Jumbo. I get these strange shivers from being hung over, just before a chill whisked down my back. I think I might have both Mambo and Jumbo. I imagine strange things and get cold chills too. That's true, we have both. So this is, Yeah, this touches on what we were saying earlier when the two were, like, almost disagreeing or arguing, right? Shivers and Inland Empire. Mambo is clearly Inland Empire, and Jumbo is clearly, well, very clearly Shivers, right? I think I prefer Shivers, but both are cool in their own way, right? I think I might have both Mambo and Jumbo. I imagine strange things and get cold chills too. I didn't know that was even possible. It must be a great burden. It is. It's not a burden, it's a gift. It's both a burden and a gift. Yeah, it's both a burden and a gift. It's good to have. His mouth twitches as he comes up with the expression. An ambidextrous para-detective in a labor dispute. I can see why they sent you. Should we go? Okay, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else. Oh, task complete, the pissing competition. Got 10 XP for that. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it. Suggestion, medium success. He's actually glad it's addressed now. Logic, formidable, 13. Why did the 41st send me? 28%. Ooh. Huh. Can we get our logic up, Annie? I bet we can. +1, sorry cop, +1, Roy mentioned suicide. On the shortwave? Which one was Roy? Was Roy our heterosexual life partner? Maybe. Okay, nothing leave. Let's see if we can get our shit up here. Logic. Let's see. Anything? Logic. Rhetoric. That decreased it, though. No, we have no way to increase our logic for the time being. Well, we may as well give it a roll, right?
Yes?
Why did the 41st send me? Failed it. Logic. Formidable failure. Because you're the best qualified? No, that doesn't seem right. No, that makes sense. I'm exceedingly qualified. Dumb brain, I'm good for nothing. Oh, maybe it's the opposite. They sent me because I'm, like, the fucking worst that they have on the force, right? Because they didn't want to send anyone here to deal with it, right? No one wanted to deal with it, so why would they send, like, one of their best? They sent the worst. Okay. I think I even remember something to that effect in one of the trailers, right? They sent their best, and they sent you. Something like that. Okay. Let's say this. Dumb brain, I'm good for nothing. Ooh, I got some morale damage. You look dumb if you keep the lieutenant waiting for too long. Let's see. Talk about the case again? Anything else? Can we go over the preliminary info again? Is there anything new? Nah. Okay. Nah, I'll wing it. Okay. There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There's an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company, Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Why didn't we know anything about the caller? That's new. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dockworkers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now, it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Of course, yes, I understand everything now. I still don't understand anything. Well, let's go with this and see what he says. I still don't understand anything. Okay, well, we are police officers. It is our job to find the killer. So, that's what I intend to do. You should try too. You should try too. Alright, I have all I need for now. Good. The lieutenant nods. Let's leave. Alright, let's continue on down here. Do a quick save. Let's see. Oop, the cool music is back. Alright. Should we interact with this shit? And just see what the fuck happens? Why not? Maybe nothing will happen, right? Maybe something immense will happen. Let's have a look. It'll be either nothing will happen or something intense will happen. A rosting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Allumer or Allume and Etender are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Okay, let's turn it on. Ooh! With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. Ooh, it's bringing it down. Should we have done this? Oh my god. Oh, it's still going down. Is it about to break? Oh my god. It stopped. And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. On what, though? It looks kind of precarious. Inland Empire challenging success. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container. What's inside this container? Understood. Let's get back to the panel. What's inside the container? Who can say? All you know is, it's special. What? I can't see how that was worth the ruckus. He looks at the crate, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying. Okay. Can I look inside of it now? Oh, I think I can. Cargo container door. Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard. Kim, I think there's something about this container. The lieutenant sighs. Is this like your thing with that wall again? Maybe? I can't tell. I think we should investigate further. You do? Because I don't. What? Why not? There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? It was hanging from the crane. I don't know, Kim. It just feels special. Maybe there's contraband in there. You're right, it's probably nothing. It feels special. It's a cargo container, Detective, just like all the others. He doesn't even look at it. We're not here to interact with containers. We're here to talk to the Union, right? Knock on the door. Open the door. Nothing more to do here for now. Knock on the door. No reply. Open the door. You attempt to turn the handle to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. So says Esprit de Corps. Alright. Nothing more for now. How do I open it mechanically then? Let's see. Can I actually open it somehow? Tools? Equip this? Let's try it. Open the door. Nope, same stuff. Leave. Okay. Maybe I have to click again to open again, right? On the control panel? Oh shit, I can't quite get down here. There we are. Good. And let's try this again. On. No screech of metal when you push the button this time. Only silence as the crane remains in its state of dormancy. Off? The crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all. Leave. Weird. Huh, but I can interact with it somehow. Very weird. Okay. Do we think maybe there's something I need to shine my light on with this thing? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Knock on it. Open it. Still nothing. Huh. Weird. Okay. Let's re-equip our pry bar. Actually, no. Let's re-equip our ledger. Alright. Zoom out here a lot. Good. Now let's move on down. Let's see. Should we move over to this unit here? Shit, how do I even get over to that? I don't even know, man. Yeah, how do I get over there? What the hell? Oh, the key, right. Yeah, the key that he gave me. Won't that let me through? Shit, I hope so. Otherwise, I really have no idea where we go. You can sleep after 2100. Sleeping heals all your health and morale. Great. Ooh. Nobody home still. Can I interact with any of this stuff differently now? Browse through the folders. Anything new? Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Anything interesting? Nah. Nothing new. I already went through them all. Let's see. This? Still, gotta pay 10 cents for that. Very bizarre. Alright. Let's check this. Head on back out. Oh look, it's lit up green now. That's a good sign. Red checks can be tried only once. Failed white checks can be retried by increasing the relevant skill. Yeah, when did we increase the relevant skill these other times, right? When we check our map, we have ones that we can try again, like Barbell Legendary. When did we do that? I don't know. Very weird. Alright. Let's see. What's this? A notice. In case of strike, press button behind guard. Okay. Weird. What's that for? Seems ominous. Oh, and we should go this way, right? Because we don't want to talk to Measurehead yet. We want to look around a bit. Hey. Who are you? This dude's wearing a beret. And like a sailor's shirt or something.
Scab?
Call me Manana. Asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head. Half-light medium success. What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid. No, I don't want to deal with this again. Did you just call me a... What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab. Poor and downtrodden. Wave your fist. Right to work. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop. Proceed. Walk away. Leave. What exactly is a scab?
A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses.
Right. Yeah, people who break the union strike lines and all that. The picket lines, I believe. All right, hold on. Where did they all come from?
Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think.
You don't seem to like them much.
Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess, scared maybe. But scared of what? Of who?
He looks at the mass, squinting his eyes as if trying to ascertain what they're scared of. Probably scared of, like, their families or whatever not having food or whatever, right? Because they don't have the protections of, like, a union or whatever, right? Okay, continue.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something.
Nod. Have you tried talking to them? Shake your head. It's better than begging, come on. Have you tried talking to them?
We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if the big guy wasn't riling them up all the time.
Yeah, I'm a scab. No, I'm not a scab. I'm not. I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
His smile deepens, his wrinkles even more.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles, then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Everett said you have a key to a door? Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor. Ooh, I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Any idea who killed the hanged man? Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Let's see. Everard said you have a key to a door? A key, huh? He runs his fingers through his mustache. What door is this key supposed to open? He said it belonged to a weasel? Oh. I was hoping you could tell me. I don't know, some whistleblowers, I think. I was hoping you could tell me. Of course, I got you. You don't know anything. He taps the side of his nose with a little wink. Item gained, key to basement apartment. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. I saw an opportunity and I took it. I'm a hustle grinder. I heard something about a weasel, and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. I'm not opening this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. I'm not really doing this for political reasons. I'm not working this door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men. I knew this man was a commie. He smiles, tilting his head. And it's a good thing you're doing too. What? And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling and rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized, meaning we keep out of each other's business. Okay, but where did you get the key from? So says the lieutenant. The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. His gaze wanders off into the distance. None of this mess we're in, this jiving and juggling, what's it for? He doesn't wait for your answer. To feed our children, I guess. Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be home? He shakes his head. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for. The man takes a big sip from his flask. Inland Empire medium success. Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Physical instrument medium success. Ask him about the Hardy Boys. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys? Los Hardys? He smiles. They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with a responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that, except it's Everard's law. He takes a swig from his flask. But really, they're just like you. Right. They're their cops, right? Why are you striking? We're negotiating our share. Your share? Aye. He seems pleased with himself. Wait, so not wages or pensions or... How large a share would you like? Oh, okay, economy stuff. I get it. I want to talk about something else. Wait, so not wages or pensions or... This stuff. They already covered. Huh? This stuff, they already covered. Oh, right, those things that I just brought up. Wages and pensions, already covered. Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people here have. At least you got the benefits, that's something. However much you feed the wolf. Let's see. I'm tempted by one or two here. Because it is true that there are other people here who are really fucking dirt poor. Like me. Let's see. At least you got the benefits, that's something. No, let's go with this. This feels a little bit accusatory, but we've been pretty nice so far. Let's see where this goes. Shouldn't you be grateful then? It's a lot more than most people here have. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful? We'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Checks out. How large a share would you like? All of it. However, right now, we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process. Are you a communist? The boss man, Everard. What can you tell me about him? Got the picture. Let me ask you something else. Let's ask if he's a communist. No, he pauses to think for a moment. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying, I want it all to myself, is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. But the stuff you do aligns admirably well with the World Republic. Why not call yourself a communist? Right on, brother. You shouldn't take what's not yours. Cool, I have nothing to add to that. Why not call yourself a communist? I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. He takes a swig from his flask. And they have good analysis. But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man, as well as a man can fail a code. Then, I'll have to submit a new one, which may well be communism. I guess I understand? I'm not sure I understand. It sounds like you're a communist who thinks he isn't doing enough to call himself one. Honestly, let's go with that one. Relatable. It sounds like you're a communist who thinks he isn't doing enough to call himself one. See, I am, primarily, a lazy person. He looks very amused, as if thinking about some private joke or mystery. Yeah, extremely relatable. Alright. The boss man, Everard. What can you tell me about him? I think it's best you make up your own mind, now that you've met him. He shrugs. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman. What does bossing the union entail anyway? I guess you're right. I should. The only downside that I've seen so far is that Everard may be skimming money off the top of the money that they're meant to get or whatever. But do they care? And is the skimming off the top because he's the union boss, right? He doesn't work here, he just does all of the union boss work. And that's his share, right? That's like paying your union or whatever. At least that was the take from Joyce. And, you know, of course, Joyce's standpoint is that he's bullshit because she represents the fucking Wild Pines group. What does bossing the union entail anyway? I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own. By that you mean corruption? By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it, even. He is, personally, not too lavish. That desk seemed pretty lavish to me. You're right, he's very ascetic. Ascetic. The desk seemed pretty lavish to me. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. You know what? I'm jiving with this here. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all. You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation. Sure, I've had the necessary free time. He spreads his arms wide, using the reach to show how much time he has. Fortunately, there's always time. Composure, easy success. The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. Encyclopedia easy success. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or traveling herdsman, true to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends. Maybe I am a Boyadero? It doesn't sound that cool. Sounds antiquated, obsolete, passé. It's not disco. Maybe I am a Boyadero? No. I could, but what if, maybe, unless... Maybe? No. Alright. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide, yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be. an endless torrent of time. Hey, you're the man in the boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor? Heh, he smiles. The little boy did good on his promise. His promise? To get me into trouble, to sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words, not mine. What happened? I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it. Did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike? Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know. So, I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere. The cop's in his pocket and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. He smiles. One bad move is all it takes. So Kuno used us to, what, scare you? The probe into the armor, what did you learn? I feel like we're going to be able to exhaust both of these if we start from the top. So Kuno used us to what, scare you? It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. Electrochemistry medium success. He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then. The probe into his armor. What did you learn? I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor. What else? Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. What sort of technical stuff? I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. He explains with a wry smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. How does it come off? In parts, 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Hold up, 4 pieces? Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots? What about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. He gives you a jolly shrug. Forget about them. I did. I'm going to find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough. I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of it. All the pieces. Actually, I may have better things to do too. Fuck it. I'll find all the pieces. New task. Getting the hanged man's boots. All of it? The lieutenant raises his brow. There are junior officers out there eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing. But okay, let's find all of it. New task, find all armor pieces. Make case epic then, all across Martinez. He glances south. Wow, typo. Where the canal runs. I hope it'll be a real bonanza for you. Thanks for your cooperation, sir. Task updated, where's the rest of the armor? No problem. He finally takes a swig from the flask. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. Empathy medium success. He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now. Any idea who killed the hanged man? The mercenary, eh? He shrugs. Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? He shakes his head solemnly. The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing? What a thought, he scoffs, looking shocked. Why would the noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Pushed how? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. Hold up, what does that mean? He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. Did you kill him? 5 XP. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills. Half-light medium success. He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing. Understood. The lieutenant takes a note. this has been of limited use. Still, thank you. No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search. He takes a sip from his flask. Well, nice talk. Let's get moving. Oh, fair enough. Ooh, geez, look at all this. Where's the rest of the armor? Kuno lied to you. Return and confront him. Open apartment door for Everard. Everard asks you to open the basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard to intimidate the occupant. Do what you have to do, yada yada. You have the key. The door is behind the greenhouse in the yard. A basement door. Getting the hanged man's boots. In order to succeed, 1, the body has to be down. 2, autopsy has to be finished. 3, and Kim has to be absent. He wouldn't approve. This will be devilishly tricky, so don't beat yourself up if you manage to send the body to processing without getting hold of the boots. Get boots off victim's feet. Oh shit. Huh. I see. So the body has to be down with the autopsy complete. But we'll have a brief frame of time where Kim needs to be absent. And we need to do it before the body is sent to processing. Fuck. And it's apparently very difficult, and the game is saying that don't sweat it if you can't do it. Find all armor pieces. You want all the armor pieces. Deck yourself out in full metal battle-hardened glory. Note, this might take a while. Like, a long while. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Let's head on down here to the rest of these folks. We can talk to them as well. Like this guy. Is this guy a scab? He's the only one here we can talk to. Hey.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
He is a scab, huh? The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. I am the law. What's going on here? Looks like too much trouble for my taste. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down?
Why should I? Yes? No. No. Are you a scab, though? Are you an honest worker? Are these people scabs? I don't even know. Let's see. Let's say, why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Oh, then yes. Okay, I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work. Right to work.
He chants at the gates.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
He leans closer. Do you think this guy was sent here by Wild Pines to break the strike? Because didn't Joyce allude to something like that? What kind of cause are we talking about? I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
Let's see. I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers.
I mean, fair enough, but he is... Oh yeah, he is literally a scab leader. I didn't even read his name.
I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work. Right to work.
He raises his voice and chants. Regardless, I have some questions for you. Proceed.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
Yeah, where did these people come from? If everyone here who lives in this area was intentionally meant to be a part of the Union, where did the scabs come from? Why are they here in Martinez of all places? Huh. It does seem extremely sus, right? Okay, continue. Or he bellows to the gates.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, scab!
The loitering man hollers in return. What is a strike? Oh, God. When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work from other people. He shifts uncomfortably in his worker's overalls. What do the strikers want? Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we, he raises his fists and starts shouting again, have the right to work. Physical instrument, medium success. When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. How come you're built like a brick shithouse, but the other scabs are so scrawny? I don't want to ask that. I'm going to ask that. This seems very bizarre, doesn't it? How come you're built like a brick shithouse? I work hard. His voice booms ever louder. And I would work even harder if the fuckers would let us work. Who are all these strike breakers? Look around. Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. That's a little weird, huh? Isn't them working for bad conditions being a toy for corporate interests? This guy is totally, like, suspect as hell, right? The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work. I have a question. The lieutenant looks him in the eye. Why do all these men follow your leadership? You think they follow me because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were, he starts bellowing, given a job to do. Reaction speed, trivial success. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from. Okay, I gotta ask. Where exactly are you from? What's it to you? Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Curiosity. Going to figure out this strike mess. Routine, part of the investigation. I thought you looked real familiar for a second there. Routine, part of the investigation. Because, right, this reaches into his response to me being a cop, right? He was like, yeah, maybe I can get cops on my side or some shit, right? It's routine. Am I a suspect? His eyes narrow. Done no crimes. Only fight for the rights of people. I already got that. I'm interested in your background. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain. Wow, that's the name of it? Fuck. Good God. In Fallout, I usually name one of my guns Eminent Domain because it's such a fucked up concept that can screw regular people over so well. Right? It's when, I believe, I'm not super versed in this, but I believe, last time I was looking it up, it's when, government, maybe even corporations, maybe depending on where you are in the world, can buy out property from underneath you. They still pay you, but even if you don't want to sell it, they can buy it if they have enough cause in court, I think, in order to make use of that land. Like if they want to build an oil pipeline there. I believe in America, in the US, a lot of indigenous people are faced with eminent domain where pipelines get built all over their shit when they don't, or at least not all of them, don't want to have the pipelines built up and shit, like oil pipelines. Anyway, sorry, a little real-life encyclopedia right there. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Shivers, challenging success. A monstrous shadow, high above the fire traps of the domain. The 881 motorway, running over this district of Jamrock. Concrete pillars rise up from the midst of the dilapidated wooden houses. On the horizon, barely visible, the hazy machinery of the harbor. Shudder and breathe on your hands. Don't. No need. Focus on something else. No, shudder and breathe on your hands. Life in the domain is even worse off than in Martinez. The cold air is stiff from the fumes of motor carriages and lorries roaring overhead. Below, broken down, battered people mill on the dusty streets with no purpose. Yet amongst them, there is no sight of this man. Nowhere. You're not from the domain. A bouncer? Where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe I know one. Sweet, I know about bars. Been thrown out from several. Maybe that's why you seem familiar. I don't really drink, but work has taken me to some. Which one was it? You're not from the domain. Yeah? The man grunts. What makes you say that? No one there knows you. I don't know what makes me say that. It's a gut feeling. No one there knows you. The beefy man snorts and spits on the ground. They know me. That's bullshit. He turns his attention back to the harbor gates. Huh. What exactly is your goal here? We were promised work. He points to the gates. We'd be in there working if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. And you are unable to breach the entrance. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. He points up the stairs. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mesk punk either. He points at the dock worker idling on the staircase. I mean head measurer or whatever he is. Wait, head measurer? Oh God, because he's a racist. He measures people's heads like really racist people do, right? Fuck. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him. How bad could one guy be? You seem capable. Bad. The man glares at you. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position, and he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Have you considered storming in? Like all of you? Why don't you just talk to them? Why don't you just talk to them? Like civilized folk, you mean? The man rubs his chin. These native fucks don't understand civilized. Ah. It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway. No, they will give up eventually, or get drunk, leave the button unguarded, then we charge. The man rubs his jaw, a perfectly lightly bearded square wedge. Huh. Let's bring this up. Who are all these strike breakers again? Let's see if we can get through this. Let's see. Oh, we can't. Fuck. Oh, where are you from was it, right? Routine part of the investigation. Already got that. Your background. Shudder and breathe on my hands. Okay, let's try this again, because we totally can. Let's not just go with shivers immediately. Let's see. A bouncer? From where? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Yeah, I think I've been there. Not right now, but I may have been there. I don't really remember things well. Never heard of it. Are you lying? Let's just push him into this, right? This is entrapment, but our shivers, our otherworldly paranatural ability, is telling us that we should. Also, even without that, me in real life finds this guy suspect as hell. Never heard of it. Are you lying? 5 XP. He squints at you. A little spark of violence gutters in his eyes. Then he blinks and turns to his men. We're done here. I have a strike to break. Huh. Weird. I thought he was about to fucking knock my lights out. Let's see. Can I talk to him?
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
The ostensible leader of the strikebreakers chants furiously. I wasn't done asking questions. He looks annoyed. Things are busy enough. You gonna waste less of my time? Maybe. We'll see. The hulking man oozes stark skepticism. Nah, I can't get anything else out of him. I'm just gonna leave now. Alright. We could look at this thing. What's up with this? Should we take a peek? Grodd Factory of Magnets and Miracles, U49. A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy, Grodd-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. Look in the window. 5 XP for doing that. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorry man's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. What kind of stickers and insignia? The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. What about the backseat? Is this the racist guys? Perception sight. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. Oh, it probably is his. Racist nationalist paraphernalia. He grits his teeth. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. The lieutenant nods towards the racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy? Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine. Half-light medium success. He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman? Ooh, I like the idea of that. But what would we want out of him right now? I don't know. Alright. Well, holy shit. Oh, you know what? Before we do this, let's... Oh, shit. What's this? I have a thought. Look, what is this for? Half-light. Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often. What? Who? What? What did I do? Oh, was it the racist lorry driver all that time ago because I never exited through this section, or what? Volition medium success. No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law. Kim, I think I should tell people to fuck off more often. It felt really good. Fuck yeah, motherfuckers. It's not really my style. Let's tell Kim about it. Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off. Fuck yeah, motherfuckers. I got some morale for that. But I hurt my health. Oh no, I got health and morale. Half-light, that's the spirit. 5 XP. Never forget, the whole world's a wooden house, and you're a damn flamethrower. Holy shit. Alright, how's our shit looking here? Precarious world is nearly done, which lightens up all the red checks for us. Okay, good. Well, as I was about to do, let's go in here and sell off our shit real quick before I forget. Here we are. We're almost back up to 20, which lets us have a room for the night, right? Go over here, stick this shit in, loud noise, brace for impact. There we are. I'm a richer man. Oh look, electrochemistry. Do you know what you should... Oh, we heard that before. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, we're at 1872. Very, very close to having money for the room. Alright, let's go and back out. We have a lot of things we can do next time. We could speak to Kuno, we could keep looking around some of the further reaches, we could speak to Joyce, we could even go back and speak to Everard about this giant of a man. We could go check in with Measurehead, who is most certainly a terrible racist, probably even worse than this guy, right? I don't know. We have a lot that we could do. We could even, like, interrogate the rest of these lorry drivers to find out which one might be behind the drug trafficking shit, right? There's so much to fucking do. Anyway, when next we come back, the world is our oyster. Until next time, please, take care of each other.